All right, we are back from our break, and I believe that we've handled all of the purchasing for the trip, and now we're gonna focus on some of the things that people are going to be doing while their ship is getting repaired. First of all, Leva, you had some spell research that you wanted to do, correct?
Correct. I'd like to research Deep Pocket.
Okay. All right.
That's a level 2 spell. What did he say? It's
I'm gonna roll to see how much it will be. All right, so it'll be 600 gold pieces.
Okay.
And it will take you the whole month, basically.
Okay.
There goes free time.
Well, I'm sure we can find a few hours to do the the language exchange, correct?
Yeah, that's fine.
600 gold, you said?
Yes.
Gosh, I'm going to be broke in a minute.
What language are you learning, actually? Are you learning Elven off me, are you?
I'm learning Elven, yes. So, as we talked before, I'm prepared to sacrifice a spell book. I'm prepared to sacrifice the Neogi book. And that has mostly only level 1 spells in it.
Okay.
I decided that the spell I'm going to lose there is worth less than the level 5 spell that I in the other book I was considering. So that's another 100 pages.
Can you not copy spells out?
Time to start. No, you can't copy them if you can't learn them.
Oh.
There are some spells and things like that can do it, but I don't believe that she has those spells.
Like, what would they be?
Copy.
Nope, don't have that.
Wouldn't you see if sounds stupid if no one wants to buy the book off you?
He's not going to
buy it. I still don't have a book if he wants to buy it off me.
Yeah, and he's not going to buy a spell book with a 5th level spell in it.
No, I meant level 1 spells.
No, but she needs a book.
Maybe you trade it for his empty book. He's clearly got an empty book.
How do you know? No, do you have an empty book?
All right. Anyway, so you go ahead and roll for the pages for Deep Pockets. Actually, no. You need to roll the chance to learn first.
Yes, that's a 100.
Held with bated breath. Ooh, that was close.
Yes. At the rate this is going, yes.
Okay, I believe that's a success.
Yes, it's 80%.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll for the pages.
That is D6 plus spell level -1. +1. Oh, sorry. It helps to use the right one.
Yep.
There we go. 5.
Okay, and you had sent me a list of other spells that you wanted to learn as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so one of those was Remove Curse, which is an automatic success because it's a universal spell. You never have to roll to learn universal spells, so you can go ahead and just roll the number of pages.
That's a level 4 spell, wasn't it? +3. Yes, it's a level 4 spell.
Okay.
Ah.
Nice.
Yes.
Cool. Finally a 1.
That's it.
A 1.
Enjoy it. I enjoy it now for a minute, and that will be the last time for the next, what is it, 1.5 years?
All right, and then you wanted to learn Blink, Item, Improved Invisibility, and Tensor's Giant Strength.
Correct.
Right. Okay, so go ahead and roll the chance to learn, and then the pages for each of those. We'll start with Blink.
Just a moment. I write down what it is, because I then copy that.
Okay.
How long does it take to learn?
I'm sorry? What was that left?
How long does it take to learn?
Not very long.
Immediate.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like an overnight.
Yeah, I mean, it's like an evening study kind of thing.
3.
No, I'm pretty sure. Oh, never mind.
Ooh.
See? That's the pages.
Yep.
Item.
5 pages.
That's probably the one I can't learn. Bet you.
Nope.
No?
Nope, you got it.
So I was like, why is this spell so complicated? It looks so simple.
Yeah, something like that. Where do I have that?
Another mage has got the same spell. And
That's
it's
level.
like,
Here it is. Level 3 plus 2.
Yeah.
8.
Of course.
What was the next one?
Improved
Invisibility.
And that is 4th level.
that would be an incredibly nice spell that Lafdul would love to have cast on him.
I don't like.
Yeah, funny how
You
life works
cursed
out
me,
like that.
Lafdul. You cursed me. Okay, that one's gone. Sorry about that, people.
All right, Tensor's giant strength.
Blame your Lafdul, friendly Lafdul.
Yes.
Yes,
always.
I do.
Always.
Definitely.
Lafdul's easy to blame and good to blame.
Yeah.
He plays tricks on people, so yes, sure.
Then he curses you.
There you go.
That one is level 4.
Did you learn Stone Skin?
Which one?
Stone Skin.
I think no. I learned another one instead.
You should learn Stone Skin because you can reckless duemo the cost of it away.
Yes.
Yes, a low chance of doing so.
Yeah, well.
And that's there are more, but I think these are the ones I really want.
Okay. I mean, you'll have time on the trip to learn some of the others as well. So, if you think of any others. Okay.
Oh yes.
Leva was teaching me how to write in common, wasn't she?
All right. So that is all of the stuff that you wanted to do for now. Asher, you had some things.
Yeah, I gave you a little bit of a list there. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. All right, so you're going to check on
Let me just go
the
for
dragon
the
heads.
Yep.
And at the end of the the wait for getting the ship repaired, it will be ready, and you can mount it on in your office. I believe
Excellent.
you paid for it all already. I don't think that was just a down payment.
Yeah, I think I paid for it all. It was expensive.
Yep.
I think it was like 800 or something.
Yep.
Hey, Higgimus.
Mhm.
You should get some nice big gems in there. We could always trap it for you as well. So.
He's telling you to put gems in the eyes so that he can pry them out himself and steal them.
Yeah, and I just put glass eyes.
Oh yeah, I know his game.
No, you don't. It's like you're eating my plants. I totally don't know
it. Only when you don't look. See here. So that's taken care of.
Okay.
Report to Commander Toroff.
I think it was. I don't know. I don't have that name written down.
Turof.
I had Commandant Agathor.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay. So you report to him, inform him of your recent deeds, and he praises you highly for the work that you did, and he gives you a medal. This medal is rewarded for loyal service in the aim of what should that be?
Gift medals are so convoluted.
Yes, they are, because there's about 1 billion of them, and that's just today. Reward for loyal service in the pursuit of freeing those that you have been requested to free. There you go.
That was anticlimactic towards the end.
Sometimes they are.
All right.
I'm back.
All right. So you wanted to look into commissioning some magical items as well.
Yes, I know that this will take a long time, but
Mhm.
maybe get started. For instance, who do I need to go to maybe do this, and who's capable of doing?
Okay, so you pay a visit to the Royal Mages Guild on Brawl, and request that someone capable of enchanting magical items, creating magic items for you, and you want to discuss prices and things of that nature.
A question for you: would I have to get the items made first and then go and see about getting them enchanted, or
It
is this all in one?
It depends on the person and depends on the item.
Okay,
Like,
so I'm about ready.
If you were to ask for a wand, they would probably do the wand itself. Although you would still need to get some materials. If you wanted to get a sword, they might do it. But if you wanted to do something more esoteric, like in your case, a magical wheel lock and a maul, yes, you will have to supply them.
Okay. Well, I guess first things first is I have to go see them and see what they need and what the costs are going to be.
Yes. So the first thing that you will have to do is you will definitely have to first supply the items that you would want enchanted in this case. He says at length that if you were getting something simple like a sword enchanted, that would be fairly easy for him to get created. But in this case, not so much.
Okay.
Now,
do they need to be made out of certain type of things, or?
He suggests that you get the highest quality materials that you want. It also depends on how powerful the enchantments on them you want. Let's see. I don't see anything there. But he says that the basic cost of enchanting it outside of materials, outside of any other concerns, will start at 20,000 gold pieces.
Start at 20,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. And the materials for what they're actually made of, this needs to be the highest quality that I can.
Yeah, that's his recommendation. He can, he could take a simple rusty old things and enchant them, but they take the magic less easily. So the better the materials, the more likely they will succeed.
Okay. And do they need to have like gems or anything in them or anything like?
Depends on what special effects you want, but generally no.
Okay.
So I mean, if you just get a high quality maul and a high quality wheellock pistol created, that will usually suffice. However, if you wanted additional powers, then they may need to do that. He then says, "What exactly do you want these enchanted objects to do for you? Just improve your combat effectiveness, or do you want other powers built in as well?"
I would need to talk to you out game for that.
Okay.
Because I'm not exactly sure what I can have done.
Well, basically, it's like, do you want it to just be a +1, +2, +3, whatever weapon, or do you want it to do more than that?
Maybe have like an ability that it can do.
Okay. So you kind of discuss it a little, and based on the things that I can think of that you might want, I would say that no, you probably wouldn't need to have gems on them. Obviously, since they are magic items that would be, prized objects of yours, you may want them to be very eye-catching and have, gem-studded hilts and things like that, but that is probably going to be up to you.
Okay, cool. All right, I got that started. All right.
You know what? The more our captain of the Company of the Broken Sword is more swagger, the more swagger he is, the more the Thieves Guild tax me because they keep on thinking that I'm well off.
I don't know that you're part of the Thieves Guild, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
And he likes it that way.
All right, so you also wanted to get the large catapults mounted.
Yes.
I will say that's easily done with the repairs, and I'll just throw that all in together.
Okay.
Get the items identified. Yeah, we'll handle that in a moment.
Okay.
Check for ship magic items. Okay, do you want to also check for other magic items as well?
Yeah, let's go do that.
For the ship, yeah.
I'm sure everybody would like to hear what's available if there's anything available.
Okay.
But definitely ship magical items, because I know you said that those are more readily available than others.
Yeah, some of them are. You pay a visit to Gaspar's Reclamations, and he has a number of potions and oils available. So he has currently Oil of Disenchantment for 1,500, Oil of Timelessness for 1,000, two containers of Oil of Acid Resistance available for 1,000 each, 2 potions of healing available for 400 each. The price has gone up, supply and demand.
Yeah, I see that.
He has a potion of Hill Giant Strength available for 1,100, a potion of Invisibility available for 500, an Elixir of Health available for 700, a potion of Climbing available for 600, a potion of Clairvoyance available for 600, a potion of Growth available for 500, a potion of ESP available for 1,000, and a potion of Rainbow Hues available for 400.
What does Rainbow Hues do?
It changes your color.
I am definitely going to get the growth potion.
Okay.
That's the one that makes me bigger, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to pay for that.
You get used to that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it helps in a pinch.
Lafdul's getting the idea of swapping his potion for diminution.
That'd be so funny.
I would like to get the other invisibility unless someone else is also considering it.
No. A question. Does he buy potions?
He will buy
Selling.
potions, yes.
How much would he buy a potion of animal control?
That's a good point.
Let me see.
So at this point, I've had it on my character sheet for so long. I'm like, I don't think I'm ever going to use this.
It's like my human control. I've got no... Oh, actually, could we say during the downtime of a month, could we figure out what animal it is? Could we pay an alchemist to figure it out?
It's just mammals in general. Sure.
All right, he will pay
I know the human control
he'll
is.
pay you 250 for the animal control potion.
250?
250.
Cool. Done.
Oh, yeah. I take it my vials of flaming blood are completely worthless now. They've congealed. And...
You don't know. You'd have to open one to find out, to see if they have congealed.
I do it somewhere very safe and not flammable.
All right, give me a saving throw versus breath weapon.
Take off all your stuff.
Well, Ald's already telling me to roll, so... What was it? Breath weapon?
Yeah.
15 plus 1, 14 to beat. Nope.
Okay. You carefully open it, and a gout of flame blasts up into your face. For...
Sorry, I'll cure like weeds it.
5 points of damage.
Ooh.
And that did basically use up all of the blood in there. It all burned up.
In that vial.
In that vial.
Because I've got...
Yes.
It's still positive because the rest are probably still positive.
I will...
Yeah, so now you know that it's still good.
Yeah, Lafdul's like...
Yeah, the blood will explode when opened.
Obviously,
Yeah.
you can heal yourself easily in the downtime, so there's
It's
no.
downtime. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you want
don't
to sell
actually
that
need
to
to
the
record
alchemist?
it. Um,
Out of curiosity, I'm curious to know how much they're worth.
You might need them for some other things.
I know. I'm just curious.
Well, that's the thing is that they might be useful for spells or magic item research in the future. If you wanted to sell one, an alchemist on Brawl, he says, well, it's you say that you open it and it immediately burns. It kind
Yeah,
of makes
look at
it
the scars.
difficult to use, but it does sound quite useful. I'd be willing to purchase it for a vial for 50 gold pieces, I suppose.
Yeah, no, not for the moment anyway.
Okay. You were buying the potion of invisibility?
I was. How many uses does it have, or are they just a standard amount?
8. Yeah, I mean, you either it depends on how much you drink, determines how long it lasts.
Yeah, I've drank 4 out of my last one, so I got about half. Well, it says on this vial I've got less than a quarter, but I don't know if this specific one had less than 8.
They don't usually.
Oh.
So yeah, 500 gold pieces for that one.
Yeah, I took a trade bar off. Or do I have to pay more than the trade bar on Brow?
Well,
You have to trade a trade bar in for gold and then give them the gold.
All right.
yeah. So it's
How much?
5% transaction fee basically.
5.
Anyone want any of the other potions?
What were the other potions?
Oil of Disenchantment, Oil of Timelessness, 2 Oil of Acid Resistances, 2 Potions of Healing, which have increased in price, Heal Giant Strength, Elixir of Health, Climbing, Clairvoyance, ESP, Rainbow Hues.
Have we divided up? We haven't
No,
divided
we
the
haven't.
gold up yet.
No.
I'm going to get the potion of giant strength once we divide up the money from the last adventure.
All right, that'll be 1,100 gold.
How much would a potion of
So I'm just going to mark myself as
Yeah, put
Yeah,
yourself
you're
in
probably
deficit.
gonna have
Put
more
yourself
than-
in deficit.
yeah. I'm just
What's
gonna
the-
put
what's the-
myself in deficit.
What's a potion of timelessness?
You code it on something, and basically time does not advance for it. So you could put it on
Oh, you
something,
could
and it wouldn't
feed.
rot.
Wait. How much is that?
Oh. Yeah, but how much does that affect?
Let me
That-
double check.
that's it.
Hold on.
Can it be used on a human? Or on
No.
Higgimus?
No, it has to not be alive.
Dead.
And it
but
only works on on material that was alive. So you can't put it on stone or metal.
So the potion
Oh,
of heal giant strength is in a glass vial.
It's basically a potion of trophy preservation to Higgimus.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is in the glass vial. Ockar and Oil of Timelessness is 1,000 gold pieces.
1,000 gold pieces. How
Yeah.
much? How much area does it? Can it? What can it affect?
It can
Can it
it can affect
affect an
a
entire-
good amount. I'll tell you that the in the description,
AuldDragon
one
head?
flask contains enough oil to coat 8 man-sized objects or an equivalent area.
Would that be the equivalent of that dragon head I brought in? Would that have
A
worked?
dragon head would probably have been 2 man-sized creatures.
Yes,
Oh.
I totally bought it.
Okay.
God.
Yep.
You put that in there just for me.
I did not. I rolled it up.
how much would the guy buy a what does a potion of perception do?
Of what?
Actually, potion of perception.
Potion of perception makes you better at noticing things and improves some certain skill checks and things like that.
Okay, I'll keep it then because I actually do a lot of things that require that.
How much? So the potion of heal giant strength would increase my strength to what?
19.
Oh, that's pretty
Hill
cool.
giant is 19. Yes.
Okay, I'll save that for when I really need it.
Anyone buying the
That's
potions of
why I
healing?
still have mine.
Yeah, Braxon will take both of them if no one else wants them.
Okay, so that'll be
Yeldan already
400 each.
has.
Yeah. What's the elixir of health? Was that the thing that blew Braxton's stomach up before?
No, that was
No.
a potion of vitality, elixirs of health. He informs you. Do things like eliminate diseases, make you healthy. They don't restore wounds, though.
Braxton asks how would that interact with someone being damaged by cold or heat?
He says that as far as he know, it wouldn't have any special effect. It might resolve some issues with frostbite, he supposes, but he couldn't guarantee that, and no refunds if it doesn't do that.
Yeah. So it's not the same as a healing potion.
No, it is not.
I already have an elixir of health.
You guys should have some already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a few of them.
Yeah.
Well, perfect health, I assume they're the same thing.
That was the description. That is an elixir of health. Yes. So you can just put that down as elixir of health.
All right. Braxon, just take the 2 healing potions. He'll ask if he knows of anyone selling any magic items that shoot out ice.
Well, he does have some other items available for sale, because I was just doing the potions right now.
Yeah.
So you wrote down, you got the 800 gold for the 2 potions of healing?
Yeah, I wrote that down.
The other items he has available, he has a ring of animal friendship that he says is nearly fully charged, 10,000 gold pieces. He has a ring of fire resistance for 7,000 gold pieces. He has a Ring of the Ram, which has a moderate number of charges remaining, and he believes it's fairly easy to recharge, for 7,500 gold pieces. He has a Wand of Earthen Stone for 7,000 gold pieces. It has a low number of charges remaining, but it's still powerful. He has a Gem of Brightness with a moderate number of charges remaining for 7,000 gold pieces. He has a suit of male, human-sized chainmail for 9,000 gold pieces. It's out of game, out of character. It's chainmail plus 3. He has a suit of plate armor, gnome-sized, plus 1, for 4,000 gold pieces. And he has a suit of gift-sized plate armor plus 3 for 12,000 gold pieces.
Question?
Yes?
Question?
How much money
would it
does
cost
it
to-
Well, hold on. Levin, what?
Well, how much would it cost to or would he even do that, to recharge the Wand of Missiles?
He doesn't do that. You'd
He
have
might
to
be able to
you'd have to
take
go
it to
talk
the Magic
to
Guild.
someone at
Mages
the Mages Guild, yeah.
Because you need an enchanted item, right?
Yeah, an enchanted item starts out at 20,000 gold pieces as the going rate.
Oh,
for
well.
getting
Okay.
a cast.
My full plate's still.
He has. He also has 12 light crossbow bolts plus 1 available for 100 gold pieces each, 6 smoke powder shot plus 1, 100 gold pieces each, and 10 sheaf arrows plus 3 for 500 gold pieces each.
How many of those?
10 sheaf arrows plus 3,
10.
500 each.
I have to wait for the gold to divide because I already put myself in debt, but I would, Yeldan would call dibs on those.
Okay.
You're the only one that
The
uses them anyway.
shot.
Yeah.
Yep. The shot.
How much were
Not-
those?
100
You said
each.
there's 5.
6.
There's 5.
Six.
6. All right. I will definitely buy.
You're not gonna go for the plus 3 gift plate mail?
Well, I don't have enough.
I don't
off
think-
the top of my.
It's
I
12,000.
mean, like,
Well-
we might be able to do things like bargain, like the magical items that we have that we're not using.
Yeldan
First-
has that plus 1 studded leather.
But
How much?
Yeah. I don't personally have the stuff to be able to bargain for that.
How much was that ring of fire resistance?
7,000.
7,000. Oh, Braxon won't have that.
How much money do you have, actually, out of curiosity, Braxon? 'Cause
Oh,
I
I
don't remember
need
you.
to.
He never
Not
spends his
much.
money, so
Yeah, that's what I get confused about.
Yeldan spends his money quite regularly.
Yeah, you do on arrows and potions.
I spend mine on stupid
I
stuff.
donated a huge chunk of my money, so that's why I need this.
Yeah, you
this
kind of
split.
have to. It's like an outgoing, like my Thieves Guild tack.
So, Braxon, you are buying that Ring of Fire Resistance?
He can't afford it.
Oh, you can't afford it.
Well,
Okay.
well, no, I donated a large chunk of my money because I couldn't retain wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You also stop by Gamelon's Curios, which, in terms of normal items available, he has a Ring of Warmth available for 7,000 gold pieces.
That
He
might
has
be useful.
a Wand of Flame Extinguishing for 12,000 gold pieces, and Boots of Levitation for 14,000 gold pieces. In addition, he does have some sales and maneuverability. He has an accelerator, never been used, he claims.
Accelerator are like really good weapons.
Yeah, accelerator. The accelerator runs 45,000. It actually fires twice per round, and you just basically put some material in it. It shoots it out super fast, so you have to be careful about where your fingers go. And I think it does 1d2.
Oh god, it
hull
shot my
points.
fingers.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, 1d.
Accelerators are like the.
One second, guys.
It does 1d2 hull points of damage. But while it's installed on your ship does is reduced by 1 SR.
Which is bad.
Yeah.
It means
you're
we move
going
slower.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
You
we
can't
don't need it.
move.
We don't need the accelerator then.
what was that? It? I'm sorry.
Let's see. He has a never-ending barrel of salt pork for 9,000. He has.
What's that?
It's
Sure.
a
Free
never-ending
food.
barrel of salt pork.
Yep.
It's
Salt
a-
pork.
it-
Okay.
Heavily salted pork
Pork.
that
It'll never run out. We'll have
Yeah.
meat forever.
Well,
It's-
that could be quite useful, actually, where we are going.
It's an official AuldDragon ham creation item.
Actually, no,
So?
it is an official Spelljammer item, but it is one
I
of my
know.
favorites after the decanter of endless water.
Does it
It's
come with
incredibly
pickles?
salt. I'm sorry.
It
What
is-
were you saying about old?
It is incredibly salty.
Does
So
it
it's
come
not
with
good.
pickles?
Well,
You need
no,
a lot more
it's
to
not
counteract it.
tasty. I mean, that's kind of the idea, is that it's meat, so it's nourishing and it's preserved, but it's super salty. And it's literally, I mean, it's like a decanter of endless water, but it produces salt pork.
Okay. And that's 9,000.
Yes.
Okay.
He also has just recently brought in from the Arcane a gravitic stabilizer for the incredible bargain price of 550,000 gold pieces.
550,000.
What is a gravitic
It means that
staple?
your the gravity plane on your ship will never be altered when encountering another object.
Holy
So
shit.
people can't do a gravity attack on us.
He also has a selection of Mage Shot and Helm Seekers available.
What's mage shot?
Mage Shot is like those catapult shots that you had before. I think you still have one, actually.
How much should it cost?
I'm pretty sure we shot all of them.
I'm
We
pretty sure
missed
still
one.
have one.
Same as
We
the
had one,
magic
but we
missile.
shot it. in it.
How much are they?
So it depends on what you want. Give me a second to pull up the list.
The sales and maneuverability, I think we want.
Right. Well, while I was looking that up, just say the accelerator, you're trading speed for high rate of fire. So it's not a useless weapon.
You're trading speed for basically a machine gun.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can, a machine gun that literally shoots anything. It's basically a rail gun,
Braxon, what do you think?
but not nearly as damaging. As
For what? Accelerator?
Yes.
Can
You
be
can't
useful.
afford that.
Very expensive though.
We're
For
already
thing is,
over-
it's,
for our ship, would it be useful for the ship?
It's
Too
much
much.
more useful when you have higher level
A smaller
spellcasters
ship.
and stuff.
on
yeah,
the helm.
and
yeah.
we're pretty slow already.
Mostly because we never have meal lever flight ship.
All right, so you can get Dust Shot and Ring Shot for 950. Dust Shot, spreads a dust cloud in the atmosphere of the ship that you hit. Ring Shot causes a ship to like ring, like if it's a mostly metal, it rings and irritates everyone on board. Snow Shot is 850 and creates a snowstorm on the ship.
Ooh,
That
was fun.
He has he's not gonna have that. He has Skunk Shot, which fills an atmosphere with foul-smelling smoke.
Fouls the air envelope too, I bet.
And he has Warp Shot, which warps the wood of an enemy ship.
Mm. Yeah, we had that before, didn't we?
Yeah.
Causes hull damage.
And each of those are 800 each.
Warp Shot is 850. Skunk Shot is only 450. And
Not used that much.
Snow is 850, and Dust and Ring are 950.
Okay. So
How
he
much
has
are
that
the
shot stuff.
And he has
How
Helm
much
Seekers
is-
as well.
Helm Seekers. Was there any other items besides what you listed?
Not at this time.
How much?
How-
How much is the sales?
Sales are 10,000 for +1, 20,000 for +2, and 40,000 for +3.
And what's this plus do?
Increases your maneuverability.
Maneuverability.
Mm.
Well,
That could be.
do you guys want to make an investment on some sales?
Once the money split, Yeldan might be like I plan on, depending on how much I have left over, I'm gonna probably make donations to the ship pool and some good societies on Brawl.
How much were the
Okay.
sales again?
10,000 for +1. And they go up from there. Helm
We can do
Seekers. Helm Seekers. The price depends on what kind of weapon you're getting them for.
Medium ballista.
Medium ballista would be 350.
Because I don't think we were changing our ballistas, right? We were just changing catapult.
just catapults.
And
So,
heavy
did it-
catapult would be 600.
So the spells, the sales of maneuverability, do they just allow us to turn more? Or do they give us free turning?
I believe they
they-
just improve your maneuverability.
Yeah, the maneuverability class. What is our
Right.
what is our class right now?
D, I believe.
So we'd go. What did it go down? It'd
To
go
C.
to C,
Go up to
which
C.
is. What does C do?
The difference between D and C is you could make an additional hex face change with a turn. Your speed change is improved. You would get an initiative modifier of -1 rather than +0. You'd have an increased reverse speed, and your crash save modifier would improve.
I
Sounds
think
good.
that's a pretty good investment right there, even from the +1 sales.
Mm.
So I'll give you guys a couple options here. All right, as far as what we have money for. So we can get the +1 sales and then pick up some magical ammunition,
hmm
or we can pick up the +2 sales.
We do. The thing is we do need money to. We do need a backstore of money to make sure we have enough to. In case we get
Yeah.
no money for months, we
I
can
understand
still
this.
pay our costs.
Yeah, I understand this, and I'm taking that into account.
Yeah, the sales stop us dying.
What would
mean that we get more money in
or-
the long run.
Or what we can do is we can purchase the +1 sales, purchase the barrel of pork thing, and pick up a few things of ammunition.
In all
Uh,
honesty,
I was gonna ask, what's the difference between C and B maneuverability class?
C and B. B is an initiative modifier of -2 and a crash save modifier of +6 rather than +4. Currently, you're at D, which is +2. Otherwise, nothing else is different.
So no additional turning.
Still 2.
So I'd say +1 then, +1 sales then, because there's not much of a difference.
What sort of difference would it make to our shuttle? Our shuttle's not D, is it?
The shuttle, I believe, is C
So that would go up to A
with +2.
with
Yeah.
+2.
Yeah, question. The shuttle's the only actual thing that has actual sales on it, isn't it?
Nope.
The Dolphin has sails. It has a mast in the front.
Well, okay. Because that was another question. How would the sales and maneuverability interact with that?
On the shuttle?
Not on the shuttle, like in general, like when the shuttle dedocks.
I I mean,
Because technically, all the sails are used on the Battle Dolphin, which includes the shuttle ones.
no,
Oh,
no.
the
The
shuttle.
sails on the shuttle are not don't really play a part in the Battle Dolphin's maneuverability when
a
they
bit
stop.
weird.
Yeah, I can't see
Okay.
all letting us have the benefit twice.
That's why I thought I'd ask.
Yeah. I mean, it might be worth having the +2 sails on the hilt. So what would we gain from the switch from C to A? Is that when you can spin round on the spot?
You can't truly spin around on the spot, but you do have hex face change of 3, which does mean that you can spin 180 degrees. Speed change would be 3, which is you get that for A, B, and C. Initiative modifier is -3. Reverse speed is 3, and crash save modifier is 8.
It's pretty
So
big.
it might be something.
Oh, MCA, you spend no SR to turn,
So free turning.
basically, yeah.
So I think for the hilt, it would be worth getting the +2 sails. But if we're going to do it for the overall ship,
The
it's probably
+1.
only worth getting the +1 and getting the other stuff.
I think
Okay.
+1 and getting the pork is a great way, because then if we run out of food, we can still feed everyone
Yeah.
on the ship. It's
Is
really
it
good in case
literally
for
ever
whatever,
up?
whatever
Is it-
reason we get
Let me
stranded
see how
somewhere.
much the
It's got to be a certain amount you can pull out at a time.
yeah, there is a certain amount, but I'm not sure. Let me look to see how much that actually is.
The point is that we can use that to supplement our food to last longer if we
Yeah, we
absolutely
won't have a
need
running cost of feed. Wow. Maybe you have a crew mutiny.
Well, no, we would still buy food because food is that stuff isn't that great. That's
Yeah.
if we absolutely need to, we have it.
He also says that he doesn't have any in right now, but he does also sometimes have never-ending barrels of grog. Same kind of thing, but it's, drink.
Beer.
Well,
That
it's
doesn't
not
go
even
off.
beer. It's water with a little bit of rum. It's not very tasty.
Preserves it.
Yeah, it keeps it from going bad. Alright, so, never-ending barrel of salt pork.
What do you call it? Salt pork rather than pork jerk or something?
Because it's salty.
Yeah, but
It can pull
Yeah.
up to 100 pounds of salted pork each day, feeding about 50 crewmen. Once the salt is
Oh, that's
scraped,
nice.
shaken, and dissolved away,
That's a
the meat can be
lot.
cooked, rendering a safe, although somewhat salty meal.
Oh, there you go. That'd be nice. Help.
How much crew? We have 68 crew or 70 crew.
that's in theory. Well, I don't know about in theory, but probably with my correct feeling, we probably would have enough to sustain our crew.
Only 50. And we
Yeah,
have
or almost to the point of very little loss.
Alright, so what are you getting?
I think
think-
it's worth an investment, that is.
I think we should get the +1 cells for the blade. Wait. Yeah, the blade. We should get the barrel of pork stuff, and we should get some of the ammunition.
I'm thinking Helm Seekers because they're the cheap.
Well,
They're
Helm Seekers are
generally
good.
useful.
And then I actually kind of liked some of the other shot too.
Well, what will you think?
Dust shot. And the snow shot.
And the warped one, the warp wood one worked really well too last time.
He will tell you that in general, the warp shot is most effective on ships that are expecting to be landing in water because it can oftentimes render them unsafe. But it doesn't do a whole lot of damage compared to regular catapult shot.
Sabotage. Can you
How about
Is-
I
Well,
think we're
then
better-
the one that irritates people, then the noise shot.
the noise one only works on metal one.
It works on metal
Well,
or partially metal ships. So basically, if the ship saves as metal, it'll work.
I don't know, it might be good. All right, so
I don't. How often are partially metal ships though?
They're fairly common. I mean,
like the
there's
heavier
spider
ship.
ship,
Heavier ships will be.
the
bigger
Neogi ships were made of metal.
Were they? Okay.
Yep. All right, so how about this? We definitely get the sails +1 for the blade.
Yeah.
We get the pork barrel thing. We pick up. How many helm seekers does he have? Or the medium cap
he only
or
has
ballistas?
2 of each right now, so you can only get 2 of for the weapons that you want.
Okay, so 2 helm seekers, the 2 helm seekers.
Well,
And
it's
then
2 per weapon type. So you could get like 2 for the ballista, 2 for the catapult.
Oh, okay. Helm seekers. Oh, okay.
You get
Okay.
4 in total.
So the 4 helm seekers.
Okay, let me give
Does
you.
that sound good for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the price is different for different types of weapons.
That's right.
So the
Medium.
helm seekers, you have medium ballista. Those are 350 each.
Okay.
And the heavy catapult are 600 each.
I guess
And
those
then
helm seekers are
The
fist.
the sails were 10,000,
Yes.
and the barrel was 9,000.
I think it was 9,500, or maybe I.
9,500.
Out of curiosity,
9,000,
how much does he allow? That doesn't sound good. How
Sound like
much
something?
can we sell stuff back for? Generally, what's like the going rate of selling stuff back?
It
Percentage.
depends on the items. But you're generally looking at if you're lucky, half.
Lucky. Okay.
There's a big
Alright.
markup on magic items in general, so.
How much would the leather armor set? The stud leather armor +1 sell for?
If you go back to Gaspar's reclamations, he would be willing to purchase that for 900 gold pieces.
Okay.
You'd probably be better off using it as like part of a trade type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I
And
was
strip
thinking
sell.
too. That's why I was thinking. Okay, I was just getting a value on it.
Okay. Now, you also wanted to ask about getting Endure Heat and Cold scrolls.
Yes.
All right, let me
So we can
check
get those made.
something.
They'd like 200 gold for first level spells.
Well, Alt's gonna make a decision how much things are. If there's anybody that can make them.
I can make them next level. I think at 8th level.
Your next level of priest, you mean?
No, 2 levels away actually. Actually, I don't know if it's 7th or 8th level. Might be 7th, I think. Can't remember.
There's an easy way to find out.
Well,
There's handbook.
not in
all right,
Purple Worm.
so yeah,
Priest.
so you would want
Priest of
a
Ascent.
scroll. I mean, the scroll would be for either Endure Heat or Endure Cold, and you can get it for 300 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Okay,
What
I'll
level are they?
They would be at. Let me actually check what would be a good level, because I'm going to look at. I'm going to basically base it on the duration.
They scale. It's a hour and a half
Hour and a
per
half.
level.
All right, then hold on a second. 8th level.
8th level, and they're 300 each.
So basically 12 hours.
All right. Can I do 6 of each?
Yeah.
God.
That way, if we have to go into like a dungeon or something for wherever these things are, we can go actually put it on our equipment and go in there and do what we need.
Or if you get into a situation where, you know, an emergency comes up and you need something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Then you wanted... All right, well, you know the price of the bombs.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
so you can just buy those.
Greek fire.
And I'll give you the amount out of the coin bag afterwards, because I'll need to calculate it up.
Okay. And we don't really have to do the on screen for the other. I just want to make sure that you know that I'm going to be doing that.
Yeah.
The metals and the smoke power to the gift and such.
Okay.
That reminds. Is there a mechanical question? Can you make it a weapon that's already been enchanted even more powerful, or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Yeldan will probably go to the Mages Guild to find out how much that would cost.
It starts at 20,000 gold pieces.
For a standard extra enchantment, or is
That's
that just to cast
so
a spell?
20,000 gold pieces is the price of the enchant an item spell.
Not the custom material.
That's
Just
not
like
the cost of anything else that you would want put into it.
Because basically what I want to do is improve the enchantment.
But don't you need permanency as well?
That's why I said it starts at 20,000.
Yeah, he'll be asking about improving an already existing enchantment.
Right, like I said, it starts at 20,000.
Okay.
You'll have to get some materials and stuff like that. I mean, you don't have 20,000 right now, so
No.
it doesn't really matter what else it costs. But that gives you an idea of the starting point.
Yeah, it also gives me a ballpark of what do I need to save up for.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and handle item identification.
Out of curiosity, can Ockar ever save up for that?
Yes.
Yes, he can. If he has a goal that he wants to save his money for,
it's
he can save up for that.
Yeah.
What do you want me to save up for?
Oh,
it was just a question about whether you could mechanically save up to increase the enchantment on a magic item that you had, or get something enchanted. And yes, I mean, because the donation that you make to your church after your tithe is when you don't have any plans. So
I don't have any plans at the moment, but if you guys can give me an idea later, I could start saving up money for that.
Well, you can talk about that in between sessions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Leva, are you ready to do some identification?
Yes.
Okay, let me get to the list of items.
Guess I might not, but probably don't.
All right, what do you guys want to start with?
All right, we'll start at the top with a Neogi, and we have a ring of brass twisted around a silver cord.
Okay. Who is buying the pearls?
I have
two on me
some
as
left.
Okay, you have some already. All right. That's fine then. All right.
Oh no, I don't.
Oh, all right.
Were they transformed to nothing in the bag?
Did you put them in the bag?
Did you put them in the bag?
I need to find out. Just a moment. Go on. I'll find them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We
that's
can
something
start
you
with
should ask Joel
Higgimus.
about later.
Higgimus can put up the first pearl. He has 8 of them.
Okay. All right. So, you cast identify on that. Let me just double check something so I can describe it properly.
Actually,
Wild
Leva,
search as well.
maybe we should go through and see if they're magical, or go through all the items to see if they're magical. I don't have them written down if they're magical or not.
Oh, that's a simple identify. Magic, 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 magic,
Well,
magic.
yeah, but I mean, I think
detect magic.
Yeah, I could have
happened.
cast.
Did
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I went free.
Yeah, I think
Just
I think
stop
you
me
guys-
all if I get to an item that wasn't magical, because I didn't have that written down. Right.
Okay.
I have 3 pearls left, and they are good.
All right. All right. So,
Could be something we invest in.
Okay, so the first item, that ring, the. Do you just want to say that you also are doing this while you have Identify up? Because I mean, not Identify, Detect Magic up for both of you. Just in
why
case I
not?
didn't tell
Yeah.
you what magic types it had.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is detecting as Abjuration for Leva and Creation for Lafdul. And the Identify spell reveals that this item is designed to allow someone to go without food.
Oh, Ring of Sustenance.
And my D20 fell on the floor. All right. So that's there's nothing. There are no further powers on that.
Is it
That's cool.
obturation or abjuration?
Abjuration,
Oh,
Abjuration.
not alteration.
It's one of the school. It's
Yeah,
one of
no,
the school.
she knows. She knows. All right. Next item.
Gold ring with small diamond and sapphire.
Okay. That item is designed to improve the speed of a spelljamming vessel. That has Alteration and Enchantment Charm for Leva, and Astral and Travelers for Lafdul.
That's neat.
you just give it to the helmsman.
Do we know how much it improves it?
You don't know.
We're gonna find out now. Suddenly they put us to shame.
Oh,
Why
so
not?
that's actually interesting.
All
'Cause
right,
if-
Alright.
next item.
Next item is the Drow Wizard stuff, and the staff with steel caps.
All right, that was not magical.
Not magical. All right.
I
Will
got
that
that.
even survive in the sun?
Yeah, it's a normal staff. It's not a drow staff.
Okay. The Drow dagger, was that a
That wasn't
another
magical.
one of those?
That was
That was just
the,
the
from
standard drow dagger.
the wizardess down below. That was made of drow metal.
It was
Yeah, I
Drow.
put a darkness chat on it because and I kept it in my pouch because I had
Okay,
to party.
I'll let you.
Yeah,
You
I've got
have
it.
that written down.
I already
Kind of
did that.
delete it off the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like it was
plain,
gonna get destroyed anyway.
plain black cloak.
That is not magical.
Did we take out? I have a bone scroll, containing a scroll. Did we already get that out?
No.
No.
Leva will
We didn't do any
go with read
scrolls.
magic on that and reveal that that is a scroll of protection from electricity.
Ah, neat. Anybody can use that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Protection one.
I think that one of the fighters should take that one.
I'll take it.
the most conductive person who wears the most conductive.
I wear all metal. I should probably take it.
Okay. Could you write it down on your character sheet, and then once you get done, delete off the list for me, please?
I want the scroll tube once you're done with it.
I just
Calling dibs.
I put
Unless
the.
Leva's gonna fight for me.
Should I put the scroll case in mine?
Perfect.
Just the scroll, because last
Scroll.
Okay, I
You
put the
gotta
scroll.
keep it in a case.
I put the scroll in my thing. I'm not sure I need to put in the scroll too, but I think I already have one for the other scroll I have.
Okay, that works then. All right, so
Oh.
just write down scroll protection.
Yeah, I did that. I did
You
that.
got the, okay. And then
Anonymous
Lafdul,
gopher.
Yeah, I'm cutting it out.
Lafdul, you get the other thing. All right. Jet black amulet in the shape of a beetle.
All right, that is detecting as abjuration and necromancy for Leva and necromantic and protection for Lafdul.
Okay.
And Leva, the identify spell, reveals that that is designed to protect against level draining.
That's
Oh.
amazing.
So this okay.
Just as an aside, did you roll for level variation before?
I did.
Okay.
And
Does that have charges?
It does have charges, but the identify spell does not reveal how many charges it has.
So that protects against level drain. That's the best thing we could have found.
Yeah.
Well,
Here's the thing. There's a few classes. There's at least I think of 3 people here who could benefit greatly from that.
The identify spell
Ockar,
also
and Leva.
reveals that it has another power, but it doesn't reveal what it is.
Oh.
Well, if I have money left over, I will
no?
get it Legend Lord.
I vote for Lafdul getting that one.
Ah?
I kind of want it, but I'm okay if somebody else wants it.
Is that a case of where we just use another ability of the identify on it to try to go further, or is that a couldn't figure out what it was?
That was a failure.
Oh, failure. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I think
Next.
Lafdul should have it because he's probably the one who has the actual spell in the end. So we're going to lose a lot if Lafdul loses levels.
All right. So,
But
next.
keep in mind that level draining
I'm not the
is
one.
generally a touch-based attack.
Yeah, I'm not the one in melee. Very rare. If I
Yeah,
find an undead, I will flee from it generally.
And I'm in
speaking.
melee the most, fighting undead and stuff. So
I've
I
got
think,
no problem with like Ockar having that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I was gonna say, there's 3 people who suffer the. If you include Lafdul, that's 4 people who would suffer the most from level drain, which is me, Ockar, Leva, and Lafdul, because
4.
we generally need the most experience.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd say primarily the casters.
I mean, I
but-
think everyone suffers a lot from level drain.
yeah.
But
Braxon
we would
have
suffer
Well,
more.
it takes me and
Braxon, I can barely hear you.
it takes me and Yeldan the longest to level up in the group.
It's not necessarily who benefits the most. It's necessarily who's the most likely to get.
Yes.
I am the most likely to
benefit.
get level drain because I'm the one that's going to run out in front with my
You've
heavy
also got
armor.
the highest
Wow.
armor class.
I've also got the highest armor class, yes, but against incorporeal ghosts and stuff, I don't think that's going to help.
Here, let's get
Yes.
through. Let's get through the rest of these
Go for the
items
next
real quick,
item.
please.
Yeah.
Let's get through the rest of these items. We can dish it out outside screen and then let people know what we decided. The adamantite dagger.
Adamantine. Adamantite.
Tight.
I called it
Adamantite.
adamantite, so just
Adamantite.
so that has enchantment charm for Leva, and it has combat and necromantic for Lafdul.
And it can take poisons.
I'm guessing. I'm guessing Higgimus is the anonymous gopher.
And Leva is not able to determine anything out of that, and that's when the identify spell ends.
So that's probably
What?
just a magically enchanted adamantine dagger.
I've given all the pearls, so I'm at 2 pearls now.
You're using the second one? A second one?
I thought the first one was Higgimus, wasn't it?
First one's taking us, yeah.
Okay, so now
Okay.
you're using one. Okay.
Yes.
So the anonymous shrew is Lafdul.
I'm up here.
What?
I'm
all
looking.
typing up.
I'm watching you guys all type. I'm trying to guess who's who.
All right. So, if we were to use the identify spell further on that dagger that we just talked about,
She needs to go up a level
it
first.
failed. She has to go up a level first. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Unadorned dagger,
That's not magical.
not magical. Okay.
Elven male.
Elven male.
Since Higgimus has been the one reading those off, let him read it off, please.
Gotcha. I'll be silent.
All right,
Elven male.
that has a moderate enchantment, protection enchantment on it.
I think we should give. I think we should give that to either.
We're going to do the divvying out after,
Later.
please. Okay, moderate
especially
protection.
especially when there's if there's one thing that it's clear, like if a two-handed sword comes up, it goes to Higgimus, obviously.
Yeah.
But when there's something that multiple people would be interested in and genuinely want, then that's probably going to take some off-screen hashing out of, maybe just a case of, all right, I get this next item that we both want, you get it. I can't even claim it, kind of thing. So.
Okay.
All right.
Moderate protection. What else did it have?
Just that.
Okay.
Isn't that it's Elven Man?
Liberty cap.
Yeah. So it's the Phrygian Liberty Cap. It's kind of
Transformation hat.
well, yeah, but the hat, the shape of the hat itself.
Changes.
No, but the like. You're not familiar with the Liberty Cap, correct?
No.
I'm not.
Okay.
No.
Nor Phrygian cap. It's a cap that kind of
You know what?
curls up at the top to a round peak.
Oh, Smurfs. That's what I googled.
Yeah, I guess kind of. It's a lot older than that.
All right.
It's very old.
And I guess it's like hat disguising, right?
So that does have alteration magic for Leva and creation magic for Lafdul. And Leva's identify is not able to determine anything out of that.
Pretty sure it's like a hat disguise. All right. Flask with a thick red paste.
Like liquid.
Like liquid.
Alright, so that is Abjuration for Leva and Elemental Fire and Protection for Lafdul. And the spell reveals that that is designed to grant protection from fire.
So potion of protection of fire.
Oh yeah, Ockar. Regarding level drain restoration, I can never cast 7th level spells.
Was there a second scroll in a bone, or a scroll in a bone scroll too?
There was a scroll with pre-spells. Leva would have tried reading that and realized that it was priestly magic. Handed over to Lafdul, and Lafdul, you discover that has at the 12th level, remove curse.
Oh God! Hang on. Let me write this down because I assume this is going to me.
I wonder who else it would go to.
Yeah, the only person who can cast priest.
Yeah, I just have my character sheet open, so I'm writing up the character sheet.
Tisk.
I don't even
Ready?
think like rangers can cast spells scrolls.
No, they can't.
Personally priest. All right, priest. 12th level. What?
Remove curse.
Animal
summoning 2.
Animal summoning 2.
Shrink animal.
Animal.
And entropy shield.
Entropy shield. Okie dokie. 12th level. I'm 6th.
Yeah.
5% per level.
Yeah.
Then again, I did cast Blade Barrier, so
It's just a 30% chance of failure.
All right. We have various vials and spell components. So
None of those are magical.
none of that's magical. So various vials and spell components. Whoever wants that.
yeah. I think
And
I
that's
just
it
refreshed
for
mine.
what we have, I believe.
I will say, there are vials of liquids in there, but they're not magical. Lafdul, did you want to take a look at some of them?
Yeah, I get Yeldan. Give me your sword. Are they poisons?
Are you doing that while everyone's around?
Oh, the detect.
Yeah, I don't mind if people know they're
yeah.
poisonous.
I step back a little ways.
Yeah, I'll do the poison thing, the blade of Barodan.
All right. Yeah, in that whole batch, there is definitely some poison.
Separate out the poisons.
Okay.
Didn't you get a dagger that had
Yeah, it can use the poisons. The adamantine dagger can use it, but I have not claimed that dagger.
All right. So in the end, there turned out to be 3 vials of poison. You would need to do some research on them to try and figure out what they are.
Well, during the month.
Are they the type of vial? Question: are they the type of vial that can slot into the dagger?
No, no one's investigated the dagger to figure that out yet.
Oh, I thought Lapsa did. That's why he knew that you put poison in the dagger.
Well, I mean, people got poisoned, so he kind of knew that already.
Yeah,
Fair.
I didn't investigate it, but yeah, I saw it had like a compartment when it was looked at.
Do you want to do some research during the?
On the poisons, to figure out what the poisons are, I would just take it to the Thieves Guild.
Okay, right. So you want to find out what types of poisons they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of them has.
I'm gonna need to make 3 more.
They all sucked. I can tell you that right now. They all sucked.
They all did 20 damage flat.
So one of them had what's called Type B poison, which is. I mean, I can copy this out and paste it to you afterwards.
All right.
Has an onset time of 2d6 rounds, and it's 20 points of damage or 1d3 damage with a save. Then it has Type E poison, which is onset time of immediate, and it's death or 20 damage. That's what was in it. That was, just so you guys know, that's what was in the dagger. And
Death or 20 damage.
Yeah, so when you say immediate death, could I not cast the skill neutralize poison? And that he dies that quickly?
So
Because that seems a bit...
No, it is. Poison is terrible. It is immediate. Now, if you immediately act to try and resuscitate the person, then there is a margin of time in which you can do something. But yeah, you're looking at.
You should neutralize the poison in his body, and then you.
Well, you're looking at acting immediately. If you do not act immediately, they're dead.
Yeah, so I mean, I would forego everything to try and
you would have to forego everything. And the third type is onset time of 2d12 rounds, and it is paralytic poison. Paralyze or save for nothing.
Yeah. Ask you to tell me that after game then.
Yeah, that's fine. So were you also going to research the dagger to figure it out?
If I have time. I mean, it's...
You got time in the month.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a hidden compartment in the hilt that you can pour a liquid into.
Is there any in there right now?
No. No, because I was trying to figure out what the poison was. I was trying to write it in my book. And
Well, now you know.
yeah, and I figured out what the drow darts were, which is some kind of non-lethal poison. That's all I was able to learn.
So where does the poison or the liquid that you pour into the hilt end up?
It goes into the blade, and then when you stab something,
Yeah, but
Probably like
where?
small grooves into the blade or something.
Yeah, there's a little channel in the blade.
Okay.
But it's also magic.
yeah.
Probably reacts with blood or something.
All right, any other items that you wanted to identify? Any older
Not that I'm aware of.
items that you haven't,
Did you guys identify that staff with the steel caps?
No, it's
That
not
wasn't
magical.
Okay.
You can't find out an exact identification of a plus enchantment, can you?
You can.
No.
You can do what
Ockar did.
Ockar did.
I went and
Yeah,
found the
no, but
wizard
I mean,
to
if
do
this
it.
shield, if they've got spare identifiers, I would use it on this spare shield I've got.
So the
If
thing
no
about
one's got
that
anything.
is that it's one use. Unlike the identify spell where you get
It's one single thing. You
yeah.
have to pay 1,000 and then 250 to identify one item.
yeah, and you'll get
Yeah,
the
I know.
exact
That's
plus.
if you want. That's if you want an exact thing. But I mean, these identifications are going spare, and there's a chance, and I would take the chance if it's spare.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
All right, I've clearly
So
misunderstood.
right, so the identify spell, the first level identify spell, never gives you the exact pluses.
All
It
right, no,
never
that's
gives
fine.
you exact information. It will tell you powers.
The one I
the
had
fifth
to
level
go to-
spell that Ockar did will do one power or one specific function like a plus. 1.
Yeah, I had to go there to get the exact defense modifier from my shield.
No, that's fine. I understand now. Thank you.
You could go there, but remember, it's costly.
Mm-hmm. I'm not that
Costly.
desperate to identify the shield that I don't use very often.
Yeah,
Or
you
in
do
fact,
wield
like
a
have
lot
them.
of the time too. If you ever are in combat, you tend to use dual wielding.
Generally speaking, I try to fight things that don't fight me back.
Yeah.
Now, does anyone have a wand with a golden stone on the end? Because I don't recall seeing that in Leva's bag description.
I don't hold wands on my character. I don't have.
I don't have any wands on my character.
Same.
Hang on.
Let me. I can still barely hear you, Braxon. I think you need to disconnect and reconnect again.
Okay.
I think it's picking up your.
A
phone,
thin
microphone.
wooden shaft, just over a foot long, capped with gold and tipped with a yellow stone.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we know that is low charge, produce small lights. Another power is produce more powerful light. Is what we have.
Okay. I guess I didn't note down that it had been identified. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I might. I think that might have been. I was thinking about taking it, but I didn't actually take it.
Might
So
not
I
be a
will allow
priest.
you guys to. You can also spend 2 weeks to research command words.
I think we should
It's
do
like
that.
like researching a first level spell. But both Leva and Lafdul are currently engaged in other research. So
yeah.
I don't think non-magic users can do that.
I don't think Braxon's got any ones, but I'll have a look on his sheet.
okay, you still need to disconnect and reconnect.
He sounds
did,
fine to me.
He does not
He's just
sound
really quiet.
right. No, this
It's
is what
like-
he sounds like. What happens when his Discord flips over to his phone microphone rather than his headset microphone. Okay. I think that's probably it then on items.
Mm-hmm.
Gem.
As far as I'm aware.
Okay. I'm gonna head back to Bellis and
Actually, one thing.
Mhm.
Have whoever has the detect magic do a sweep over the gems that we picked up.
none of them are magical.
Okay,
Okay.
that was a good call.
No, that's a good idea. Actually, I didn't think of that. Well done.
All right. So
I see you're back, Braxon. Go ahead and say something so I can see if it's fixed. It's fixed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
fixed. Okay. I will not move.
Yeah, it's definitely
I'm-
switch phones on. Yeah.
I breathed.
Do a little dance.
I'll cast Hold Person on you. All right. So are you ready to get the gems sold off then?
yes, if I can.
Okay. So after a few days, you and Lafdul return Higgimus to Bellis' shop, and it is open again after about 5 days. You go inside, and as far as you can tell, nothing has changed.
Oh,
Probably
Renovation.
security measures.
Yeah.
I'll greet them and say, "Hey, you're back."
Yes, shop's open again. We're open for business. You have some
I'll-
fine products for me to take a look at?
Yeah, I'll look around and be like, "It didn't change much."
Oh, I mean, it's mostly for me to notice, not for you guys,
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lafdul say you've been having trouble.
Oh, no, I just wanted to change.
Okay.
Now, could I take a look at what you have to offer?
Yeah. We'll start showing them the gems.
Okay.
What?
You pull out. I assume you brought them in like a case as opposed to just like pouches kind of thing. So he starts
Yeah.
looking over
Put it in
them,
like a strong box or something.
and after some negotiation, he agrees to buy your collection of gems.
All of
And
them?
that is going to be.
He's gonna give us a value for all of them.
Yeah. So in the end, you the total sale price will be 20,000 gold pieces, 530. 20530.
Excellent.
One of the gems was 20,000.
No, you
By
didn't sell it. You
itself.
didn't sell that one.
We're
No.
not selling that one.
We still have that
Yeah,
one.
that one. I mean, I'm assuming you're not selling that one unless you specifically tell me we're selling that one. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one. Thing is, we should probably. Can we get that stored at like the Bank of Brawl or something?
It's not
bank.
big, bro.
They don't really do that. If you really wanted to ensure that things got stored safely,
So the Arcane.
the Arcane over at Refuge, they have vaults like that,
Protect this $20,000 gem from the Thieves Guild.
and they basically guarantee that everything will be secured.
For this fish-sized gem,
Do they have a dragon protecting the vault?
You don't know.
you don't know.
The dragon would love his job.
For this fish-sized gem, I know that we were thinking about holding on to it in case we need it for something. But does anybody?
Could we? All right, let's
No.
inquire about it then. Could we get
Yeah.
it? Can we? Is it a suitable candidate for a geometry site or whatever that equates to?
I mean, like you want to take it to the Mages Guild and talk to
Mages
some
Guild here.
I mean, they'll tell you that emeralds and aquamarines are the best for that, and it is an emerald. It doesn't need to be that big, but it. I mean, yeah, it's a. I mean, it would definitely take the enchantment well. They say.
How much
It's
does
almost
this
too
kind of
big.
cost?
Well, again, starting price is 20,000.
This is the
Yeah.
value
This-
of the
I mean,
gem.
I will tell you right now that the starting price for most magic items is going to be 20,000 because that's the
What I will say about
the cost
True
for
Sight,
enchant an object.
the actual
True
ability to
Seeing.
cast True Sight is True Seeing is really expensive, and it doesn't last very long.
Oh, you want to get true sight on that emerald. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
so we don't have to get the
We had a
spell.
chance to have one of those once.
I know
Yeah.
it got broken.
And that was like a 10 or 100,000 gold gem.
It was not that much, no.
Oh, come on, Noel.
It wasn't even close
All right.
to that.
In this case here, I'm actually starting to lean towards we need to sell it.
True Seeing itself goes for 5,000.
That's what I'm leaning towards. We need to actually sell it.
Feel it's burning a hole in your pocket?
Well,
Yeah, it's one of
not
those things. If
necessarily
it gets
that,
stolen,
If it gets stolen or
we have a habit.
it's
of losing
20,000. It's 20,000 to enchant something.
Hang on, that's a gem of true seeing.
No, it's
No.
not.
It's
Oh,
not.
that one.
It's just an emerald that's really big right now.
Oh,
it
right.
could
okay,
be
yeah.
enchanted into it. That's what I was thinking, but I don't know
It's
how
fifth
common they are.
size.
Could we
So-
buy a gem, so to speak, for a gem of true sight? Are there enough gems in like Brawl?
Wait, what?
All right, say for argument's sake, we sell this gem, yeah.
Yeah.
Later down the line, we want to get a gem of true sight. Would there be one available on Brawl?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Or
then,
you,
yeah. So
even if you
I
want
mean,
to get one
basically, you
enchanted,
just say,
then
I mean,
just want a big
as,
gem.
as long as it's reasonable, like you would not be able to just up and purchase an emerald of this size just on a whim. You would not be able to purchase, a 20,000
Put an order
gold
in.
piece gem. But if you're asking for something that is within a step or two of the standard price, so then yeah, I mean you'll be able to get gems of that size fairly easily.
Okay, so how about this? Is there anything special about this beyond its size? Like, we
As far
would
as
need
rare?
like a gem this size for say we wanted to get later like just a random magical item made. Would you be like, oh, you need to get a gem worth this amount or this size type
Maybe?
of thing?
It would depend on the magic item.
I think a resurrection. spell
resurrection
uses-
requires diamonds.
Oh, diamonds, isn't it?
Very specific. diamonds.
Thing is, none of us know because none of us have done the high levels. I'm not against it, but it depends how much we're going to lose. I suppose.
Well, if you'd be able to buy it at all, anyway.
It's not,
Yeah.
we're not really losing. I think we need the money more than we need the.
I'm not against selling it now, I suppose.
Well, it's also going to get to the point where Ald will say we have to give a portion of whatever we're holding on to this for to the crew too, right?
Thing is,
For their ship.
is this gem worth the equivalent of a resurrection spell? We could pay off one of our debts with it.
That's a good call.
I don't know, Ald.
Maybe
I mean,
two.
certainly bribing to eliminate a favor is certainly something that that could be useful.
Bribe. When you use bribes, it makes it sound bad.
Yeah.
I am not actually seeing a listed price for resurrection.
What? Oh.
Regenerate is 20,000 though. So you know.
But at age as a caster, so it's going to be more than 20,000.
Yeah, okay, it's not enough.
No, but they might consider it enough.
They used a magic item too. They didn't actually cast the spell, but still.
Yeah, but
it's a very valuable
enchanted
magic
the item
item.
ages.
I mean, you can always try it, but keep in mind that you're probably not going to be. It's probably not going to be something where you go in and say, "Hey, if we gave this to you, would it eliminate one of the favors?" It would be more of a give it to them and hope that they then do that, as opposed to ask for the quid pro quo.
Yeah, I hope we learned the lesson about that last time.
Yeah, all right. No, we don't do it. No,
Yeah.
Do we sell it?
I guess.
Let's see what we can get for it.
We're in debt to those guys forever.
Oh, so you came in with 2 cases then.
Yeah, this would
Well,
be.
you could go back another day.
Yep.
We go in with 2 cases and open the other one. It's only one giant.
I think we shouldn't sell this at a gem shop. I think we should sell this to like the aristocracy.
Well,
Like,
this
get the
is our
nobles.
guy that has like the thing.
Yeah, this guy probably sells most of his stuff to the nobles. Let's be real. Who else would be able to afford gems?
Nobles in general.
Let's just sell it to our normal guy and not cause any problems.
All right, you're
See how
gonna
much we
take
can
it
get
to Bellis.
Yeah, see how much we get for it.
He examines it, making sounds, like as he's, kind of thing. Very impressed by the size. Takes the little gem magnifying thing out of his eye and says, "Well, this is indeed a very, very fine piece. Where did you say you got it again?"
Where did we get it?
Was that something we got from killing the dragon?
No, we've had
No,
for a
it's
while.
before it was a dragon.
Was it the beholders we got it from?
It might have been the beholders.
Yeah, we got it from fighting a whole bunch of the older kin.
We think,
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah.
This is a
Yeah,
very, very
some beholders
impressive piece. I'd need to shift some things around, especially since I just purchased all your previous goods. But I think I could make you a very generous offer of about 16,000.
Oh boy. Who has
Maybe-
negotiation?
Do you guys think 18,000 would be better? Since I don't think we're gonna get the full 20.
Well, we're not there. I'm pretty sure it's just Higgimus
I think
and
it
Lafdul.
could be sold to the nobles at a higher value.
Oh, I mean, it certainly could be sold higher than 16,000, but I need to make some money too. You understand?
You're in the thousands and gaining off this.
I mean, I have to make a pretty substantial outlay here in order to get this in the first place.
How many other gems does he have on sale of that price range?
He has no other gems of that price range on sale.
How often does he come across those gems at this price range?
Are you actually asking him that?
Yeah.
Oh, not very often at all. I don't think I could count on one hand the number of times I've seen a specimen as fine as this.
I really begrudge to sell it for 16,000. I just am.
Okay, we'll pass for right now then.
All right, it is a very, very fine piece. If you change your mind, I'd be more than happy to purchase it.
You could always get him to broker it for you.
Broker it?
Yeah, so it belongs to us, but he sells it and gets a commission.
That might be a good idea.
And if he doesn't sell it, he gives it back to us and says no one's interested.
That could work.
Yeah.
But they already said no, so we'll have to come back later with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what Braxon will say when they come back.
Or, we can use it to pay the dwarf to do work on our asteroid, or we can give it to somebody else for payment for something like a druid to do work on our asteroid and that sort of thing.
I don't know if druids are interested in gems necessarily.
Well,
They
who
probably
knows?
appreciate the value that it can buy in trade.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth considering at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should talk to some druids.
It's not a terrible idea.
Yeah. Are there any druids on Brawl?
Generally not. Druids occasionally pass through, but I mean, Brawl is essentially a city in space. It's not exactly druid-friendly. It's not their type
There's
of
only
place.
one place where druids would ever hang out.
And that's the Elven Forest.
Well, no, I mean,
Elven
they'd also... the farms on the underside,
yeah.
too, but it's still a... because there are druids who focus on like farming communities and stuff like that, as opposed to they're basically communal druids as opposed to wilderness druids. But
I guess we could ask around to see if there's any druids willing to work on our asteroid.
yeah, I mean you'd be more likely to find them on the farming asteroids.
Yeah. Well, we could do that.
Well, that's the consider. I don't think we're in a rush.
Well, we're not in a rush, but it's still a nice thing to do since we still got a month.
Well, I mean,
That's
a lot
true.
of this stuff is happening during the month anyway, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's still a thing we should look into.
All right, so you have Higgimus kind of put out a word through his office that they're looking to hire a druid, kind of taking some names and resumes type thing.
Yeah.
In addition, are you putting out word that you need another helms person?
Yeah, we
Oh,
should do
yes.
that. Yes.
Okay, keep in mind
We
also...
actually need two, because
Yeah.
Gloriana.
Put out a word
You
for
haven't been
helms
paying
person and
Gloriana for a
cleric.
while, though.
Huh?
Yeah, we've only had ever 2 helmsmen at a time. Nora's
Yeah.
still around.
Oh, I thought we wanted a third, so I'm
I
sorry.
mean, if you want a third, you
Well-
can get a third. I'm not saying.
Yeah,
Hang
I'll
on.
increase
But I
it.
will say I
Well-
only created stats for one.
Yeah, let's put out word for a helms person.
Hang on.
a
What
priest
are
of-
we going to do about the hilt?
What about the
Because
helm?
we've got 2 helmsmen to cover shifts on.
We have Leva
on
and Lafdul, and
We-
let's get a third helms person.
We have 2 to cover the blade, and then when we want to use the hilt, we're having to use both of them at the same time, or get one of the PC spellcasters to go
Then
on the
we'll
hilt.
get another helms person to take care of that whenever we
Generally
need the helms.
speaking, if we ever go on the hilts, the other ship's going to be stationary. By the
Yes.
Not
period
unless
of
you want to
time-
deploy it as a secondary battle platform.
I think it's a good
Combat.
idea to
That-
have.
While that,
Okay, that does bring up. Well, Ald said he only had stats for 1 helmsman.
I can get another one if you want to hire
hang,
3.
hang
It's
on,
fine.
can I just talk about logistics here very quickly?
Yeah.
If we leave the blade in orbit, and we have one helmsman on standby who's just having a break and only getting on the helm if we need them. And we take the pommel down to we take that down to the world. We have a helmsman on duty who then needs to come off duty, and we have no one on duty. So if we had a third person, we could take 2 helmsmen down with us, or we could have both ships moving at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I was actually thinking. Is more for combat situations where we can de-dock this other ship and have 2 ships now fighting.
It's not just combat, you know.
Well, also, if we do go for a third helmsman, we could possibly go for someone who's slightly better spell level, and we could look at people's actual spell casting.
How much would a better one cost?
So the running price for spellcasters is 50 gold pieces per level. Right
now, no matter what the level.
Nor has gone up in level, so he's level 4 now. So he is getting 200 gold per month. That's his.
Yeah, per month.
Okay.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Been waiting for him to level up. We should have a party. In character.
Yeah, except like level isn't like you don't measure other people by levels. It's just like he comes to you after a time and says that, you know, it's like, you know, I've been you know, working with you guys for a while. I kind of like to get a little bit more money. That's the nature of it.
No, but Braxon's been seeing how he's been doing with his learning, and will be happy that he's learned new spells and stuff.
Sorry.
I agree that we need two more helms people.
Yeah, but the thing is, can we afford this?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Didn't you guys say you wanted a druid?
We also need the druid because
hang on. Can a druid run the helm?
Yes.
We need the druid to work on the asteroid.
Would they? Probably not.
Right.
Because that's not something that they'd be very interested in.
Yeah.
The druid is for
maybe on a.
We would hire the druid for a job, i.e., getting the asteroid ready to be populated with flora or fauna.
Fair enough.
Flora, fauna. I don't remember.
Flora is plants.
Okay, yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
You eat that stuff, you know. You should know about it.
All right, so you.
I'm
do
sorry.
Want,
Asher doesn't know.
You do want a total of 3 helms people.
Correct.
Okay. Do you want them to all be the same level, or do you want to look for someone?
Say 5th level.
Yeah, 5th level.
I mean, the one that I generated is 4th level, so that could be
I would actually ask to keep them the same as Nor.
Nor is 4th level.
Yeah.
And
so
why?
You want to?
And let's get 4th level characters. Yeah.
Why?
Because Nor's 4th level, and he's one of our helms people.
Yeah, but that doesn't. But why would you? Why would you want all the helms people to be the same level? I see no reason to keep that.
So we pay them all the same.
Yeah.
I think there's a huge strategic advantage than being at 5th level.
Yes.
Oh, let's just splurge and buy a 20th level.
No, we don't have the money.
1 level higher because of the spells.
Right.
Well, the thing is also I don't want to feel like Nor is being. I was thinking is like Nor might feel like he's placed.
Oh, does Nor feel like that?
Are you firing Nor?
We're not firing Nor.
Then no, he's not going to feel like he's being replaced.
Nor is staying around. We're not firing Nor.
You know, it's going to be so sad when he dies.
The advantage.
Let's just get the level 5 people. It'll make you guys
honorary party member.
The advantage of hiring 1 4th level and 1 5th level helmsman would be we wouldn't have the big running costs for most of the time, and if we wanted to have a surge in our helmsman ability, or if we wanted to have a spellcaster actually casting spells instead and acting as defense on the ship, we'd have someone who was slightly better.
Significantly better. not slightly.
Well, slightly
Fifth
better on the
level.
helm, maybe significantly better as
Yeah.
with the spells.
Well,
So, for example, if we had someone that knew
Okay,
the
we get it. We get it. We get it.
rating
We get it.
yeah,
spell,
we get it. We get it. Can we just? We have to ramp up soon. So, 5th level or 4th level?
Let's
yeah,
do
I know
fifth
we haven't
level.
done any of the stuff I wanted Braxton to do either. Yeah.
Yeah. I can only be here for like 4 more minutes. So.
All right. Well, okay. So, do you want a 5th level Helms person in addition to the additional 4th level, the new 4th?
Braxton will vote yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I will generate one for next session. The Helms person that you get this time is an elven wizard. She's fairly young. She comes to you and says that she's spent the last 50 years in the Elven Imperial Navy, but
Ooh.
they've only kept her, she's only been serving in Darnanan and through to realm space, and it's, in her words, been quite boring. She's looking for a little bit
50
more
years.
adventure.
We fought a dragon once. You'll get plenty of adventure.
All right, so
Oh,
she is happy to sign on board with you for 200 gold pieces per month. Her name is Nemerial Silverbow.
Does she have references?
She does. They, as far as you can tell, they are impeccable references with the Imperial Navy.
Okay.
Oh, but the Mage's Guild, she's probably been around there. Leather can ask.
She has not, because she's
Oh.
fairly new to Brawl,
Oh.
and she's, a member of the. She
Imperial
was a
Navy.
member of the Imperial Navy. She has retired.
Well then, so we got
So,
her.
Is she level 4?
She is level 4. Yes.
They tend to bring spies out of retirement, just saying.
Uh-huh. So, then the druid.
Well, you're not going to get a druid for Helm's access.
No.
Oh, not the helms. I meant for the other thing.
I mean, if you want a druid who can actually do a lot of spellcasting on the asteroid, you're going to need a much higher level than like a 4th or 5th level druid.
Well, yeah, we're gonna be splurging our money on that. So, and then for the other caster, that's gonna be something you'll do next time.
I'll generate that.
Okay.
Now, real fast, Braxon, what did you want to do in the downtime?
Yeah, Braxton wanted to try and track down where this drow came from.
Okay. Just to short circuit things, you are completely unsuccessful in your endeavors.
Completely and 100% unsuccessful.
Basically,
Did you see the people I wanted to talk to?
You, I did see some information about that.
Yeah.
Yes. The thing is
Okay.
that I mean, you like, other than the one who was captured, the guy who was actually in disguise. So far as anyone has been able to tell, no other members of this group were on Brawl. And the Pots were not able to get a whole lot of information out of him before he tried to use his special power to turn into a shadow, and someone with a magical weapon ended up killing him.
Right.
So, if there are any more Drow on Brawl, they are remaining hidden, and you're not able to suss out any of them. Unfortunately, sorry.
Yeah.
It's also that I didn't have any information for it, so
Yeah.
it wasn't something that was leading into more stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I also wanted to make sure Braxton told the elves and our dwarven friend who had his son kidnapped.
Yep. All right. You definitely
So
do.
they know about a drow infiltrator, great.
Well, so like this guy, he was not spying on you per se. He was spying on the Pots,
Spying
and it was
Yeah.
specifically with regards to the slavery operation that the Neogi were running.
Yeah, that's cool.
So they were the Pots are fairly confident that that's where they were focused.
Yeah. So is Yeldan.
Yeah,
Okay.
just sort of any leads come up later, people will come back to Braxon.
Any other last-minute stuff? Or are we ready to, like, next session, we'll be shoving off from Brawl and heading out into space?
For the other Helens person,
yeah,
be looking for a priest.
Okay, I will see what I get.
Yeah. I do have a question, but it depends on the item distribution, so that might be retconned because depending on what happens.
What is the question?
It's nothing major though.
What's the question?
It depends on who gets the Elven Chain. If I get it, I would have it silenced, so to speak. That's if I do.
Okay.
But that takes time. That's why I said if it happens that way.
It would take time. You're probably looking at multiple months of work.
Multiple? Oh, God.
Oh, Braxton's going to ask the Elven Navy if they've got any messages they want taken to winter space.
They inform you that given the nature of their operations there, they would not be asking for you to visit any of their sites. They don't have anything on Radol, although they do maintain some minor, affiliation with the elves on Radol. But their bases in winter space otherwise are primarily military. They don't have anything in any of the ports.
I have to head out.
All right. Then I will give out the experience points, and it is going to be 300 experience points each. And that's all you'll get, Ockar, so you can head on out.
Okay.
Do I get any for cutting a jam?
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to let him go. Leva and Lafdul are going to get some experience points.
I need to know for which class.
I was getting for spell research.
Yeah, it's for spell research, so it's going to be for
I got some spell research as well.
Yes, I just need to double check what the amount is.
Did I go off roll 20?
I said a bit after, not exactly.
Oh, there.
Sorry.
Let's see. Hold on a second. I got it written down. I should have had it open up, but I didn't.
Oh, so long for another level. I've joined a club.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
Mine's split in half, though.
Yeah. All right, so for spell research, so both of you were researching second level spells, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So that is 1,000 experience points each. So that's for your priest.
Yep.
And
it actually works up to 1,050 for both.
What do you mean 1,050 for both?
1,150. Because the 300 split and actually no, it's slightly.
It's 150.
Yeah,
it's 150. 150.
You don't get another 1,000 for your thief.
Yeah, sorry. No, it's because I was doing the 10% and I confused myself.
That's okay.
Like another 15.
All right. Other than that, I don't believe that there is any other special experience. So, yep, we are good. I will generate that other.
How do you spell the new helmsman's name?
I will paste it in. I don't believe that there is any other experience that you guys are going to get. So when we start next session, we'll be heading out into space.
Mm-hmm.
And let me go ahead and paste the...
Did we top up our crew?
Yes.
Yeah.
Asher's taking care of that.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I got updated because we got second helmsman. My crew is now 71. Third helmsman is now 70.
Get with Higgimus afterwards and like just have him give you the double check the numbers kind of thing or something like that. Anyway, thank you guys for playing, and thanks everyone out there for watching. Next session we'll be heading to Radol. Should be fun.
Thanks.
See you then, everyone.
Thanks for the game.